A tragic turn. New tonight on Our News Live at 7. The sister of the woman murdered on Ragged Island Street says what was supposed to be a night of fun and laughter turned deadly fast. She recounts the moment. And the verdict is guilty. Rodrigo Roll, convicted of murdering an American woman in a 2017 home invasion on Cat Island. Plus, anxiously waiting. A Rastafarian priest urges swift action on cannabis legislation as the Attorney General promises implementation this month. Then in our news at 7:30, the National Security Minister expressing concern over lack of cooperation from individuals brought in for questioning, and he's warning against vigilante justice. Our News Live at 7 starts right now. Welcome to Our News Live at 7. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Kendino Knowles. A woman murdered during a triple shooting on Ragged Island Street last night and 2 others wounded. Tonight, the victim's sister is speaking out, saying what was supposed to be a night filled with fun and laughter took a tragic turn. Joshua Williams gets us started.
My sister don't deserve to die like that. I can talk.
That's the grief-stricken sister of the country's latest murder victim, 39-year-old Rodeshka Bethel. To her family, she's simply known as Disha. Her sister, who did not want to appear on camera for safety reasons, spoke to Our News one day after the sound of gunshots rang out on Ragged Island Street. Police say around 7 Wednesday evening, they responded to the scene after they were tipped off by ShotSpotter technology. Caught in the crossfire, Bethel, another woman, and a man. According to police, Bethel, who is a mother of 5, was hanging out outside a bar on Ragged Island Street when she was gunned down. Her sister says she witnessed the tragic shooting.
Last night, we was right over there drinking, having a good time. We do that every day. Have a good time with one another.
The grieving sister says this is something they will never forget.
A serious pain. That heightened us bad.
Police have made no arrests in this triple shooting. The victim's sister makes this plea.
Let God deal, get the man, get them, and God deal with them. The rest, because my sister's innocent.
Meantime, police officers telling the press the victim was recently in police custody and being questioned about a recent murder. Reporting for Our News, I'm Joshua Williams.
All right, thanks for that, Josh. What a sad story. If you want to see it again, you can head over to ournews.bs. Meanwhile, a man is behind bars awaiting sentencing after a jury unanimously convicted him of murder. Rodrigo Roll was found guilty of killing 74-year-old Janice Kissinger in Cat Island in 2017. The jury acquitted Roll of stealing and stealing from a dwelling house. Justice Gregory Hilton will hold a sentencing hearing for Roll, who has been in custody since 2017, on February 28th. A traffic stop nearly ending in tragedy after a police officer was critically injured when he was hit by a car during a traffic stop. The incident happening around 1 p.m. on Milo Butler Highway. He was taken to hospital by EMS and his condition listed as serious. It is unclear if anyone is being questioned in connection with this crime, but we do know the serious accident reconstruction team from the traffic division is leading the investigation. National Security Minister Wayne Munro hitting back at former Prime Minister Dr. Hubert Minnis's criticism of the ankle monitoring contract between government and Metro Security Solutions. Dr. Minnis citing cases of people being monitored removing ankle bracelets along with others committing criminal offenses while wearing them. Munro says while the issues are being addressed, it's the previous administration that awarded the contract.
What happened in all of the situation with with the other 2 companies is they were given the same opportunity that this company has been extended by the police to correct their issues. And by all account, they were able to do it. So that's a simple fact there. The police have told the company what they have to do. They will have to address it. They will have to address it in short order, or there will be consequences.
Prime Minister Philip Davis told the media yesterday government is reviewing that contract after reports of the system failing. Munro says every company awarded for ankle monitoring has had issues. All right, it seems we don't have that clip just yet, but we're going to take this quick look at our temperatures with meteorologist Greg Thompson, who is standing by in the Weather Center. Greg?
Yeah, thanks, Kenny, and a happy Thursday evening, everybody. As we close out January and we start February, we are seeing a lot more clouds moving in out of the Gulf of Mexico. So we have partly cloudy skies outside our studios. Temperatures low 70s, 71 degrees. Winds out of the north-northeast at around 10 miles per hour. Your feels like temperature is at 70. Temperatures around the islands right now, it's 66 in Freeport, Marsh Harbor, Abaco, 69 Alistown, Bimini. We pick up 71s, Great Harbor Key, Nicholstown, Andros here in the capital. Over in Governor's Harbor, you guys are 70 into the central Bahamas, 68 Kemps Bay, Arthurstown, Cat Island, and in Copen Townsend, Salvador. Georgetown, you guys are 72, 70 in Deadman's Key and into the southeast Bahamas. 72 in Duncantown, Ragged Island, 71s in Kern Hill, Cricket Island, and in Delectable Bay, Acklands. Abrahams Bay, 73, Matthewtown, Inago, 72, and our good neighbors to the southeast, Turks and Caicos Islands, you guys are 74 at this hour. Satellite radar composite showing patchy clouds. We did have a weak frontal boundary move through the island chain. That frontal boundary is now exiting the area. A couple of isolated spotty showers associated with that front, but we do have a high-level cloud base actually moving into the area. That's all courtesy of a developing low-pressure system in the Gulf of Mexico. That's going to bring us our next system, and of course, we see some increasing winds by early next week. That's your first look at weather. Stick with us. A look at your extended forecast is still to come.
Still to come on our news, a Rastafarian priest urges government action on cannabis legislation as promised by the Attorney General. Plus, Sustainability First is back tonight, exploring the future of Bahamian conservation policies. The story when our news returns.
I get it. You can order stuff on wimauto.com and pay for it online.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
Online is just the first step.
They have next weekday delivery in Nassau, Monday to Friday.
What if I don't live in Nassau?
WimAuto.com will send it to the mailbox.
What if I don't want nobody knowing where I live?
They have a store.
What if I don't want to come inside because I don't like air conditioning?
They have a drive-thru.
If you love wimauto.com so much, why don't you just marry it?
If WimAuto starts selling fries, we're gonna have to reassess this entire relationship.
Since they're on sale, Max bought things neither he nor his friend really needed. Hungry for deals? Come to KFC to satisfy your hunger before doing something crazy. Our new 6-piece value deal is packed with 6 pieces of your favorite fried chicken, 3 orders of crispy fries, and 3 buttery biscuits, all for just $20. You work hard for your money. Get the biggest bang for your taste buds. Satisfy your taste buds with KFC. It's finger-licking good.
No, my first name ain't baby, it's Janet. Miss Jackson if you're nasty.
Janet Jackson presents Together Again. A celebration of hits, plus brand new music live in concert. Janet Jackson at Atlantis, Saturday, April 27th. Get tickets now at atlantislive.com. For more, visit janetjackson.com.
Saturday, February 10th. Let's get back to love. Alpha Sounds Promotions presents Brian McKnight.
Mark your calendars, set your alarms, and don't forget the dress code is all white.
And Karen White.
It's going to be a vibe, y'all, so get your tickets and don't forget to come in your all white.
Back to love at the Amphitheater, Nassau Cruiseport, downtown. Dress code all white. There's tables available for you and 3 guests. Sky Pods and Sky Boxes for your maximum experience. Get tickets online at BahamasEticket.com. Tickets also sold at Plantation Bar and Grill, Minoso, in the Mall at Marathon, Big Boys Cafe. It's back to love. Saturday, February 10th at the Amphitheater. For more info, follow BahamasEtickets.com.
Rastafarian priest Ritman McKinney is hoping government brings cannabis legislation as promised this month. It comes after a week after that is, Attorney General Ryan Pinder made the commitment. If it is delayed again, McKinney says they will have to take things to the next level.
If that become a delay again, then you'll see the Rastaman doing more agitating and more lobbying concerning it. because I always still be in French when it comes to, as I said earlier, once being arrested. And of course, we still won't be able to have the rights to use it and be protected from being arrested and being persecuted from using the sacrament.
All right, the wait is almost over as RTV gets set to launch a new partnership with local sports gurus and podcast 10th-year seniors. Beginning February 5th, the sports duo will present Our News Sports with shorter pieces in our 7 p.m. newscast and a full sports package in our flagship 7:30 show. We are happy to be joined by John Mark Nutt and Ronaldo Dorset to talk more about this. Guys, thanks so much for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
You know, I want to find out from you, what makes, or how different, I should start with that, how different is this product that we're about to bring to market next week? How is it different than what we're seeing in the market already?
Well, I think the first thing is we're products of the digital age. So our coverage reflects that. Our style, our brand, it blends journalism, fandom. You put all of that together and you have two people that are very passionate about it, and you will see that reflected in our coverage. Since we entered this space, we've always been unique in the way we present things, and we look to continue that here. The standard has been set with our sports, and 10th year seniors will carry that.
I want to bring John in here. What can viewers expect from this new presentation?
What to expect is more live stuff, definitely up-to-date stuff, going to travel. So we're going to be on the road a lot, being able to bring the different perspective of getting interviews from players with the relationships we built, and just giving the outside look of what's going on, not just locally, but internationally.
Yeah. And you guys are doing this every day in your podcast. Are you excited about what this means now in terms of growing that reach, but also bringing something to the audience that they can really appreciate?
Well, for us, it's an opportunity to branch out and target new demographics. We've obviously built our fan base over the course of the time that we've been doing this, but this partnership allows us to extend that reach even further. So people may be learning about us for the first time, but you're going to get a good product.
All right. And John Mark, what do you think people are looking for right now, especially as it relates to sports? What do people want to see?
Instant coverage. It's something where if you're a day after, you're late. They want now, get the information, and just let people know what's going on. Current events, pretty much, in sports.
Yeah. All right. I know you guys have more to talk about coming up in 7:30 with Italia. I know you'll tell the audience about all the events that are coming up. We got a few big ones coming up really soon. We're in BAISS at the moment, and some other things that I know you'll talk about at 7:30. But thanks, John Mark and Ronaldo. Be sure and tune in starting February 5th for the all-new Our Sports presented by 10th year seniors. That's this coming Monday. We look forward to having you. When our news comes back from the break, we turn our spotlight to stories making headlines across the world as the U.S. greenlights strikes on Iranian targets in Syria and Iraq. Plus, China executes a couple for the murder of their toddlers. And a court rules Elon Musk cannot keep his $55 billion Tesla pay package. When Our News returns.
Health is the greatest gift. That's where we come in. Bahama's Medical and Surgical Supplies is a premier distributor of medical equipment, as well as medical and surgical consumables. Our engineers are always on hand, providing top care service that saves lives. We carry a wide selection of over-the-counter and prescription items, IV fluids, and other injections. Our products are state-of-the-art, and our entire team stays on top of cutting-edge technology. With more than 2 decades of dedicated service, Bahama's Medical and Surgical Supplies continues to be a trendsetter and innovator in healthcare. We have set ourselves apart by truly caring for our customers. We understand the intricacies of healthcare, and we produce spectacular results. We cherish our partnerships and nurture our friendships as we continue on our quest to help everyone maintain that wonderful gift of good health. Find us on 95th Terrace, Centerville, and now located in the Lucaya Shopping Center of Freeport, Grand Bahama.
Are you or a loved one under medical care? Do you need affordable medical supplies? Ports International is the largest home healthcare supplier. Medical supplies at the very best price, and you can even shop online. From hospital beds to wound care, wheelchairs to walkers, Ports is a one-stop shop for your medical supplies, and we accept insurance. We have online shopping and 2 locations to serve you, at the Airport Industrial Park and Shirley Street. We also ship to the Family Islands. Shop online and visit us on Facebook. Call Ports at 377-1771.
Mom, what's for dinner?
Dinner is in the oven.
Order your favorite pizzas on the new Domino's242.com. Your favorite Domino's specials are all here to order. See your pizza as you build it, or order your favorite specialty and feast pizzas. See the progress of your pizza from the time your order is placed until it reaches your door. Your favorite Domino's pizzas are now online. Order online today at Domino's242.com. It's better than ever.
This is our news. Welcome back. We turn our attention now to stories making headlines across the world. The United States has approved plans for a series of strikes on Iranian targets in Syria and Iraq following a drone attack near the Syrian border that killed 3 U.S. soldiers. Officials have told CBS News the strikes may occur over several days, with weather conditions influencing the timing. The U.S. holds an Iranian-backed militia group responsible for the attack. While Iran denies involvement, U.S. intelligence suggests the drone used was made by Iran. President Joe Biden, under pressure to respond, has said the aim is not to escalate tensions. In a shocking case, China has executed a couple for throwing their 2 toddlers off a high-rise apartment, sparking national outrage. The man and his girlfriend staged the incident to start a new family, viewing the children as obstacles. The Supreme People's Court called their crime extremely despicable, and the couple was sentenced to death in December 2021. The execution drew massive attention on Chinese social media, with opinions on the death penalty varying. And a Delaware judge voided Elon Musk's record-breaking $56 billion Tesla pay package on Tuesday, calling the compensation granted by the EV maker's board an unfathomable sum that was unfair to shareholders. Diane Tu reports.
On Tuesday, calling the CEO's $56 billion compensation unfathomable, the judge concluded that the board who granted it failed to act in the best interest of shareholders. The Court of Chancery's Kathleen McCormick said the pay plan was negotiated by directors who had extensive ties with their headline-making CEO and appeared beholden to him. She said, quote, Musk launched a self-driving process, recalibrating the speed and direction along the way as he saw fit. The process arrived at an unfair price. During the week-long trial, Tesla directors argued that the company was paying to ensure one of the world's most dynamic entrepreneurs dedicated his attention to the electric vehicle maker. One director told the court it led to the company's extraordinary success. The pay package does not guarantee Musk a salary. It grants stock option awards, allowing him to buy heavily discounted Tesla stock as financial and operational goals are met. The case was brought by a small Tesla shareholder, Richard Tornetta. His lawyers argued the board never told investors that the goals were easier to achieve than the company was acknowledging. They also said the board had a duty to require Musk to work full-time at Tesla instead of letting him focus on other companies like SpaceX and X. Ruling in favor of Tornetta, the judge said, quote, swept up by the rhetoric of all upside, or perhaps starry-eyed by Musk's superstar appeal, the board never asked the $55.8 billion question, was the plan even necessary for Tesla to retain Musk and achieve its goals? Shares of Tesla dropped in extended trade. Late on Tuesday, Musk responded in a post on X saying, never incorporate your company in the state of Delaware. He then launched a poll asking his followers if he should move Tesla's incorporation to Texas, where its headquarters is physically located. Musk's lawyer did not immediately respond to a request for comment, while Tornetta's attorney said in an email, "Good day for the good guys." The ruling can be appealed to the Delaware Supreme Court.
All right, in tonight's Sustainability First, our Marlena Leonard takes a look at the future of Bahamian conservation policies. She was at the Conservation Conclave this morning, hosted by Disney and the University of the Bahamas.
Bahamas first, putting sustainability first for our people and our environment. What's first for you and the planet comes first for us.
Experts and volunteers from a myriad of Bahamian environmental non-governmental organizations are coming together over the next 2 days for a conservation conclave hosted by the University of the Bahamas, the Disney Conservation Fund, and Jeff Small Grants Program. Acting president of the University of the Bahamas.
In the room today of more than 100 stakeholders from across 10 islands within the archipelago are researchers, academics, policymakers, educators, activists, students, and community leaders. We're grateful for your participation and that you recognize the value in convening in this way to address pressing conservation challenges and develop sustainable solutions.
Dialogue coming out of the conclave could inform a proposed white paper outlining the development of our policies on conservation. Environment Minister Vaughn Miller highlighted 5 areas to strategize, namely marine protected areas, sustainable tourism practices, climate resilience programs, community engagement and education, and biodiversity conservation initiatives like reforestation projects.
In considering these recommendations, let us recognize the delicate balance that we must strike between progress and preservation.
Miller says while coming up with regulation is one thing, the issue comes afterwards.
The challenges, as we've always had in our country, how do we execute, how do we enforce? It's challenging, it's difficult.
Reporting for Our News and reminding you to put sustainability first, I'm Marlena Leonard.
Still to come in Our News today in history, find out interesting facts about the day that was February 1st. Then in Our News at 7:30, murder suspect Mario Cash Jr. seeks bail, claiming self-defense in the fatal stabbing of his father. And Sixth Census Grand Bahama project eyes a summer groundbreaking, pending environmental assessment approval. We've got the story when Our News returns.
Comfort Suites Paradise Island is the best-kept secret in the Bahamas. Located directly next door to the Atlantis Resort, you'll receive all the privileges of an Atlantis guest with all the benefits of a Comfort Suite stay. Enjoy everything Atlantis has to offer, including Aquaventure Water Park, plus all the amenities of Comfort Suites. Free Wi-Fi, free breakfast daily, and kids stay, play, and eat free. Visit ComfortSuitesPI.com.
Have you heard that sound? It's the sound of us. Since our origins, we burst music. Our sounds mix together. So let us hear your sound too. Your sound of passion, of joy, of friendship. The sound of your style and the beat of your night. It's time to play together the sound of Guinness, the sounds of greatness.
If you want a real nice, tasty Bahamian dish, there's a place on the fish fry you can't resist. You can watch the sunset out on the beautiful deck. Eat a juicy conch salad made by the contact technician. When they ask me where I learn by the concrete. When they ask me where I learn by gold. When they ask me where I learn by the concrete. When they ask me where I learn by Goldie's. Arawaki's king of funk. We 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 learn by Goldie's. Goldie's Punk House, Arawaki. 325-4300. That's Goldie's Punk House, Arawaki. 325-4300.
As we roll into February, we continue to save at Super Value and Quality supermarkets. Libby Spaghetti and Meatballs, 15 ounce, $1.59. Distinction Evaporated Milk, 14 ounce, $1.19. American Heritage cream cheese, 8 ounce, 2 for $5. Ground beef, 1 pound, $3.99. Beef short ribs, $4.99 per pound. If you're looking to save, you're looking at super value and quality supermarkets.
Welcome back to Our News. It's time now to turn our spotlight on events that shaped the day that was February 1st. Take a look. On this day in Bahamian history in 1979, these newspaper clippings show the January 31st visit of newly elected Pope John Paul II. The Pope, who addressed a crowd at Queen Elizabeth Sports Center, was on his first overseas trip outside of Italy. Stops on his tour included Dominican Republic and Mexico, where a conference of Latin American bishops, CELAM, was held. Then in 1987, James Smith was appointed governor of the Central Bank of the Bahamas. Smith served as governor from February 1987 to January 1997. Upon Smith's exit in 97, Julian Francis was appointed governor and served in the post until May 2005. Then on February 1st, 2006, Arthur Hanna was sworn in as Governor General, serving in the post until his retirement in April 2011. Hanna entered politics in the late 1950s, joining the newly formed Progressive Liberal Party, and was elected to the House of Assembly in 1960 and served until 1992. Hanna, who is one of our country's founding fathers, holds the distinction of being the longest-serving Deputy Prime Minister in Bahamian history. Hanna passed away in August 2021 at the age of 93. And finally, in 2021, UK website Find My Past published an article about Bahamian family names. The article points out that some Bahamian surnames come from freed slaves adopting their former slave masters' family names. Stephen Ridgen investigated if they were taken voluntarily. As we officially enter the season of love, we want to highlight your love stories. And tonight, we feature a Grand Bahama couple who told our Megan Shepherd their love has stood the test of time. Now, we want you to pay attention to their love story because you actually got a chance to win special prizes for you and your loved one to share this Valentine's Day.
Praise be to the Almighty God, for these 45 plus years with the love of my life.
It is a love story started back in the 70s when Patrick Ferguson worked at a local disco that Mercent visited often with her friends. Patrick says he saw her, he put in the work, and now, 45 years later, she's still the one that he wants to spend every moment of his day with.
I had it so bad. We used to have lunch every day, and even up to now, we have lunch every day.
Laughter. They say it's good for the soul, and it's even better for love.
One of the main things in our marriage is having fun. If I feel like hugging her or kissing her, if I'm in the kitchen, wherever, I just do it, It's just fun.
He has the ability to make me laugh even when I'm angry. And so that keeps things on the up. And over the years, we've evolved. I've grown, he has grown. We're different people than we were when I was a younger woman. But at the same time, we appreciate who we are as people.
And after so many years together, there were some lessons learned along the way.
Love can't be forced. It's a natural thing, and it's never too much or too little. It's not measurable. And because you love someone, you find yourself being forgiving.
And for newly engaged or married couples, the Fergusons share this bit of advice.
Whatever draws you to that special person, remember it and continue to do it.
Continue to be authentic. Be yourself, your natural self. You know, sometimes people pretend to be what they think the spouse or the partner is looking for, but that doesn't make for a lasting relationship.
Reporting for Our News, I'm Megan Shepard.
All right, thanks so much for that, Megan. What a wonderful love story there. Be sure to head over to Our News Bahamas on Facebook, where a unique question about tonight's couple has been posted. Answer it correctly, and you can win a special prize from one of our sponsors. Tune in to Our News Weekend to see if you'll be our first lucky winner. To see that story again and for all of today's top stories, you can head over to ournews.bs. It's going to do it for us in News at 7. Joining us now is Italia Hall with the latest headlines. Italia.
What a great love story, Ken.
Right? Happy Thursday.
Happy February 1st. Yeah, I have on my pink tonight. Can't you tell? I have on my pink. I'm already ready. You'll start to see lots of reds and nice colors. But yes, I am counting down. What about you?
We'll talk.
Okay. Okay, thanks so much, Ken. Well, coming up, the murder count climbs in the country. The sister of the latest victim speaks. Plus, a new project set to begin on the island of Grand Bahama this summer. Here are your latest headlines.
First tonight on Our News Live at 7:30. What should you do if you are in fear for your life? The National Security Minister is weighing in. His comments come following the tragic killing of a female in the nation's capital. Plus, a family member of the country's latest murder victim is speaking out.
My sister don't deserve to die like that. I can talk.
And the deal is sealed. 10th-year seniors in our sports partnering to provide the best in sports. We have hosts of the podcast live in studio tonight, and later, Love at First Sip. Looking for a delicious drink to spike up your Valentine's Day? Well, our Bethany McDermott may have the perfect option for you. Our News Live at 7:30 is back in a moment.
You've heard of electric cars. Now it's time you drive one. Easy Car Sales welcomes you to experience the power and prestige of the latest electric vehicles. Plug in at home for a 65% discount off your gas bill and never get stuck at the pump again. Build your dreams of a better future with a better car, the BYD EV. Visit easy242.com to book your free test drive today. Save your money while driving in style, only at Easy Car Sales.
Saturday, February 10th. Let's get back to love. Alpha Sounds Promotions presents Brian McKnight.
Mark your calendars, set your alarms, and don't forget the dress code is all white.
And Karen White.
It's going to be a vibe, y'all, so get your tickets and don't forget to come in your all white.
Back to love at the Amphitheater, Nassau Cruise Port, downtown. Dress code all white. Tables available for you and 3 guests. Skypods and skyboxes for your maximum experience. Get tickets online at BahamasEticket.com. Tickets also sold at Plantation Bar and Grill, Minoso, in the Mall of Marathon, Big Boys Cafe. It's back to love. Saturday, February 10th at the Amphitheater. For more info, follow BahamasEtickets.com.
At the gateway to the Americas, on the picturesque island of Grand Bahama, a pioneering initiative is taking shape. Lucaya Solar Power Limited presents the $15 million Lucaya Solar Power Project, the first of its kind in the Bahamas' energy landscape. The state-of-the-art solar farm on the Fairfield and Devon sites spans just over 30 acres, and once completed, will harness the power of the sun to generate over 9.5 megawatts of clean, sustainable energy. The Lucaya Solar Project is a pivotal step towards diversifying the country's energy sources and significantly reducing dependency on fossil fuels. It's more than just a project. It's a commitment to a greener, more sustainable future. Lucaya Solar Power Limited, powered by Inti, powering your world, powering your future.
Are you or a loved one under medical?
Welcome to our news. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Italia Hall. The country's murder count now stands at 20. This as a woman who was recently in police custody and being questioned about a recent murder was shot and killed on Wednesday night in the capital. We speak with the victim's sister who witnessed the incident in a few minutes, but first, National Security Minister Wayne Monroe Casey says he's concerned about the number of people brought in for questioning who do not prove information yet choose to retaliate on their own. His comments come following the killing of a woman on Regatta and Island Street who police say was in custody recently about a previous murder. Monroe says while he's not sure of the circumstances related to that particular incident, he's disturbed about residents taking matters into their own hands.
Man, broad daylight, has on no mask, shoots him. And that young man says he can't give a description. The fear that I have, that I express to the police, is he knows exactly who shot him, and his position is he's going to deal with it himself. And I always put that as a possibility, and they always express that that may be so.
Police consistently ask residents to partner with them in solving crimes, but what about those who are in fear for their lives? Monroe says this.
Crime Stoppers still function, and it's anonymous. As the ads say, the phones aren't even answered in the Bahamas. And so people can give the police leads, information anonymously, if in fact they wish to come forward as they perhaps feel they should. The witness protection, the methods there, as were announced, are being fortified and improved.
All right, well, a woman who was recently in police custody and being questioned about a recent murder became the country's 20th murder victim. She was one of 3 people shot during a deadly shooting on Ragged Island Street last night, and 2 others were wounded. The grief-stricken sister, who did not want to appear on camera, says her 39-year-old Redeska Bethel was the woman who was gunned down. Police say around 7 Wednesday evening, they responded to the scene after they were tipped off by shot spotter technology. Caught in the crossfire, Bethel, another woman, and a man. Well, according to police, Bethel, who is a mother of 5, was hanging out outside a bar when she was gunned down. Her sister says she witnessed the tragic shooting.
My sister don't deserve to die like that. I can talk. A serious pain. A serious pain. That heightened us bad.
All right, so unfortunate. Well, a man who allegedly killed his father is seeking to be freed on bail. Mario Cash Jr. is charged with the murder of 51-year-old Mario Cash Sr. Cash bail application was heard by Justice Gregory Hilton exactly 1 month after he allegedly committed the crime. His lawyer argued that Cash was acting in self-defense after his father attacked him at his Venetian West condo on January 1st. Justice Hilton will give his decision on February 8th. Well, the anticipation is nearing its end. Our TV is poised to unveil an exciting new collaboration with local sports experts and renowned podcast 10th Year Seniors. Starting February 5th, the dynamic duo will deliver concise sports updates during our 7 p.m. newscast, followed by a comprehensive sports package in our flagship 7:30 show. We are delighted to have John Mark Nutt and Ronaldo Dorset with us to discuss this new partnership. Gents, thanks so much for being with us tonight.
Thanks for having us.
All right, so we're looking forward as to what's to come. Tell us, what can we expect?
So right now this week we are in the midst of high school basketball postseason play. We begin with BAISS and then we transition to the GSSSA. After that, February is all basketball pretty much. So we move into Hugh Campbell, and on the international stage we have the senior men's national team playing in the FIBA AmeriCup. Later on in the spring, we have both Carifta Swimming and Carifta Track and Field. So it's going to be very busy for us right away here with our sports.
I want to bring you in the conversation. And not will we only be busy here in the Bahamas. Of course, we will also be following our Bahamian players who are performing abroad.
Yeah, most definitely. In March, I'll be going to spring training events to get some of the local baseball players. And since we're in Phoenix, the relationships that we build with players such as Eric Gordon, get some interviews with him and be able to bring the audience something different, something unique, something more in-depth than just what you get in 2 minutes, 3 minutes on the cast.
All right, and overall, what can our audience expect in terms of the look and feel of our sport packages going forward, in terms of just how sports will be presented?
Well, our look isn't traditional, but the way we present our information is better than anyone else is going to do it. That's the most simple way to put it. We will be sound, we will be current, everything will be up to date, and it'll just be a new look and a new feel to sports that nobody else out there is going to give you.
All right, thank you both. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to what's to come. All right, now be sure and stay tuned starting February 5th for all of our news sports presented by 10th year seniors. That's coming Monday. Well, cool temperatures sticking with us in the capital on this Thursday. Wondering if you will still need your sweaters this weekend. Well, meteorologist Greg Thompson is in the Weather Center with your first look at weather. Greg?
Yeah, thanks, Talia, and a happy Thursday evening, everybody. Partly cloudy skies on the outside right now. We have a lot of mid-high level clouds moving in. Temperatures comfortable, 71 degrees. It winds out of the northeast at 10 miles per hour. It feels like temperature is at 70. Satellite radar composite showing patchy clouds across the area. We did have a weak frontal boundary move through the area. It's now down near the southeast Bahama. Should be exiting our area later on tonight. But those winds starting to fall off. That low pressure system moving away from us. A lot of high level clouds with the developing low system in the Gulf of Mexico will be moving our way. That's the next system we expect to affect us by the weekend and early next week. That's a quick check on conditions around the island. Stick with us. A look at the extended forecast is still to come.
Still to come on our news, management at the Port Lacaya Marketplace sharing their side of the story following the brief closure of the Fair Play restaurant and lounge over the weekend. Plus, a luxury resort planning to move forward with a mega project in Grand Bahama this summer. And later, love at first sip. Looking for a unique experience this Valentine's Day? And that's all coming up when our news returns.
Are you or a loved one under medical care? Do you need affordable medical supplies? Ports International is the largest home healthcare supplier. Medical supplies at the very best price, and you can even shop online. From hospital beds to wound care, wheelchairs to walkers, Ports is a one-stop shop for your medical supplies, and we accept insurance. We have online shopping and 2 locations to serve you, at the Airport Industrial Park and Shirley Street. We also ship to the Family Islands. Shop online and visit us on Facebook. Call Ports at 377-1771. Medical supplies? Ports International is the largest home healthcare supplier. Medical supplies at the very best price, and you can even shop online. From hospital beds to wound care, wheelchairs to walkers, Ports is a one-stop shop for your medical supplies, and we accept insurance. We have online shopping and 2 locations to serve you, at the Airport Industrial Park and Shirley Street. We also ship to the Family Islands. Shop online and visit us on Facebook. Call Ports at 377-1771.
Okay, you won.
Since they're on sale, Max bought things neither he nor his friend really needed. Hungry for deals? Come to KFC to satisfy your hunger before doing something crazy. Our new 6-piece value deal is packed with 6 pieces of your favorite fried chicken, 3 orders of crispy fries, and 3 buttery biscuits, all for just $20. You work hard for your money. Get the biggest bang for your taste buds. Satisfy your taste buds with KFC. It's finger-licking good.
Management at the Port Lacaya Marketplace responding to the recent backlash over the brief closure of the Fair Play restaurant and lounge over the weekend. In a statement, management said on several occasions they have had to remind Fair Play about issues that they allegedly breached their lease agreement, and as a result, they took necessary action. Now to read the full statement, it's available now at ournews.bs. Well, this summer is when Sixth Senses Grand Bahama is looking to have shovels in the ground. That is if all goes well following an environmental impact assessment by the Ministry of Environment and Natural Resources. A town hall meeting was held this week, giving residents a chance to speak up and get feedback from the project's developers. Megan Shepard reports.
beach erosion, sustainability, and opportunities for Bahamians. These are the top concerns of residents on the islands of Grand Bahama as the Weller Development Group seeks to construct a luxury hotel and residence development over the next few years. President of Weller Development, Mark Weller, says his company has an eye on these concerns.
The opportunities are endless here, from being a vendor to being a teammate as part of the Six Senses team that's hired, or being somebody that helps supply through a third-party company that comes in.
The 36-acre property will cater to clients interested in health, wellness, and sustainability. Weller says it will be a unique luxury resort with a variety of amenities. Central Grand Bahama Member of Parliament Iram Lewis says he believes this is the project that will spur an economic uptick for the island.
Considering the fact that they're talking about the community and they're talking about the environment, they're concerned about the investors, and with the note being made, that, or the point being made that Bahamians can also become part of the investment team, can also have investment that speaks well to the sustainability of the economy, and from the standpoint of us having, or Bahamians having, that financial returns.
Assistant Director in the Department of Environmental Planning and Protection, Arana Pyfram, says, although every project presents its unique challenges, the concerns raised by residents were generally expected.
There were no red flags. There were a few orange caution flags that were raised on certain questions, but we still have 21 business days for people to send in their questions and concerns.
Phase 1 of the project is expected to be complete by 2026. Reporting for Our News, I'm Megan Shepard.
All right, thanks for that, Megan. Well, the violence that has rocked the nation has grabbed international headlines. Both the United States Embassy and Canada issuing travel advisories warning their citizens to remain cautious while visiting the country. But what impact, if any, can the bad press have on the country's economy? Well, during our monthly sit-down interview with RF Bank and Trust Vice President and Group Head of Investment, David Slatter, he's expressing his concerns about a possible impact on the country's #1 industry.
In the international news circuit, that news is out there. I mean, I've had conversations with people in New York, people in Canada, and they ask me, they go, what the heck's going on? Why do you have so many murders? And, it's pretty embarrassing, but it's definitely an issue we have to deal with because a high crime rate will be detrimental to tourism and detrimental to the economy. Let me ask you a question. You're planning to travel, right? And you're saying, where should we go? And in the news, you hear, safe, maybe not so safe. And if the product is fairly similar, right, then where are you going to go? You're going to go to the place that's safer.
It's now time for tonight's Financial Market Minute, brought to you by RF, your local investment bank. This has been your Financial Market Minute. To explore the best performing mutual funds in the Bahamas, visit our website at www.rfgroup.com.
When our news comes back from the break, love at first sip. Take a look at these lovely drink options that can help spice up your Valentine's Day. Our Brittany McDermott has that story coming up.
Team Bahamas preliminary roster has been released for the America Cup tournament. BISS basketball championship games are set, and we give you an update on the repairs at the stadium and at the pool. All that is coming up next on Our Sports.
And cool temperatures in the capital on this Thursday as we move closer towards the weekend. Greg is back with your extended weather right after this quick break. Stay with us.
For 38 years, Struckham Commercial Pest Services has provided trained certified technicians while using environmentally safe, industry-standard products. Pests can devastate your business. Together, we will ensure adequate sanitation standards and safe pest exclusion methods. Uncontrolled pest problems lead to significant financial loss due to food contamination, business disruption, and stock waste. Struckham provides detailed solutions protecting your business and reputation. Struckham, #1 in pest control services.
That part hard to get, you know.
Unless you go to wimauto.com.
Man, anybody get that website, man. How you know that's the right part?
On wimauto.com, you can enter the year, make, model, and engine size of your vehicle and choose the part that you need.
This is a Japanese car.
You can shop for that on our website.
What about chemicals?
Yep.
Car accessory?
Yep.
Tools?
Actually, yeah.
Plumbing, electrical, and grocery?
If we sell it, it's on our website. Don't worry, we don't have mechanics.
Oh, thank goodness.
Save time and shop with confidence with wimauto.com.
As we roll into February, we continue to save at super value and quality supermarkets. Libby spaghetti and meatballs, 15 ounce, $1.59. Distinction evaporated milk, 14 ounce, $1.19. American Heritage cream cheese, 8 ounce, 2 for $5. Ground beef, 1 pound, $3.99. Beef short ribs, $4.99 per pound. If you're looking to save, you're looking at super value and quality supermarkets.
How is your day going?
In a word, busy. 6 a.m. gym, 7 a.m. breakfast, 8 a.m. drop the kids to school, 9 to 3 back-to-back meetings with working lunch, of course, 4 p.m. pick up the kids, 4:15 dog groomer. Oh, but that reminds me, oh dear.
Is something wrong?
Yeah, I double booked my 6 p.m. Charity committee versus helping out at the kids' ballet. Oh, it's a tough one. I promised the kids.
Which one are you going to reschedule?
Neither. Divide and conquer. My husband can handle his own on the dance floor.
It's a good thing your money's been just as busy.
RF, keeping your money busy with investment products and services that match your needs.
This is our news. Welcome back. Team Bahama's preliminary roster has been released. BAISS basketball championship games are set. And we give you an update on repairs at the Thomas A. Robinson Stadium and the pool at the Betty Kelly Aquatic Center. Here's Tage Adderley with a check on sports. Tage?
Thanks, Ty. Good evening. Welcome to Our Sports. I'm Tage Adderley on this first of the month. We found out who will take the court for Team Bahamas when the FIBA AmeriCup basketball tournament gets underway later this month. An 18-man preliminary Team Bahamas roster has been released by the Bahamas Basketball Federation. Team members include Kai Jones, Kentuan Smith, Rashard Davis, Tavario Miller Sr., Travis Munnings, Dominic Bridgewater, David Nesbitt, Jerron Keno Burrows, Godfrey Rowe III, Dan Rad Chicken Knowles, Aaron Lavarity, Emmanuel Newsom, Aaron Gordon, that's the brother of Eric Gordon, Kemsey Silvestre, Jonathan Gafal, Dylan Musgrove, and Kama Gibson. The first game is set for February 22nd in San Juan, Puerto Rico at the Roberto Clemente Coliseum. The team will come home and play against Puerto Rico at the Kendall G. Isaacs Gymnasium on February the 25th at 7 p.m. We're going to stick to the hardwood. The BAISS championship games are set after the playoffs continued yesterday. Playing for your Senior Boys Championship will be Kingsway Academy against the reigning champs C.W. Saunders. In the Senior Girls Division, Kingsway will match up against St. John's College. In the Junior Boys Division, St. John's will play Queens College, and in Junior Girls play Saco match up against St. John's College. The best of 3 championships get underway on Monday at the Kendall G. Isaacs Gym. In other sports news, repairs at the Thomas A. Robinson Stadium and the Betty Kelly Kenning Aquatic Center seem to be ahead of schedule. Sports Minister Mario Boleg says repairs to both the Thomas A. Robinson Stadium and the pool at the Betty Kelly Kenning Aquatic Center are going well. In fact, he says they may be ahead of schedule.
Good news that we may be ahead of schedule. I wouldn't say what those dates are like, but right now I'll just leave it as we are on schedule.
The pool as well?
Both, yeah.
His comments come on the sidelines of that partnership between Bahamas Air and NFL Flag Football Bahamas yesterday. Boleg says meetings continue with track and field and other senior government officials to ensure we are ready.
Got representatives from World Relays that are here, who I've met with yesterday, and they're quite pleased with the progress they've seen so far. And I'll have a full report on Monday when I meet with them and the CEO of World Relay, along with the local LOC here.
That's all the sports we have for today. I'm Tage Adley.
Still ahead on our news tonight, looking for the perfect Valentine's Day cocktail this month. Well, 700 wines and spirits may have all the right choices for you. We'll tell you all about it coming up. Plus, nice temperatures outside the Our News studios on this Thursday, and we can expect a shower or 2 in the forecast. Greg is back in the Weather Center right after this break.
Over a decade ago, the Bahamas Striping Group of companies was birthed out of a passion to change the way we travel. From only a $5,000 grant, the tenacity and work ethic has propelled BSGC to one of the leading road management companies in the Caribbean. We pride ourselves on going the extra mile where others won't, through the use of our state-of-the-art equipment and our certified team. Although the success is commendable, the road has been long. Yet, the mission continues in striving to be a world-class organization ran by Bahamians for Bahamians. With the help of our experienced and hardworking team, we at the Bahamas Striping Group of Companies are committed to making a difference, one road at a time.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station, open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
Cancer Treatment Centers of America is now City of Hope, creating one of the leading cancer care and research networks from coast to coast, providing more of what you need. More locations means more care closer to home. More specialists means more expertise. More research means more breakthroughs. More advancements means more treatment options. And more options means more hope. Call now to get more of the care you need.
Have you heard that sound? It's the sound of us. Since our origins, we burst music. Our sounds mixed together. So let us hear your sound too. Your sound of passion, of joy, of friendship. The sound of your style and the beat of your night. It's time to play together the sound of Guinness, the sounds of greatness.
Welcome back to our news. Nice temperatures on this Thursday as we move closer to the weekend. Greg is back in the Weather Center with your extended forecast. Greg?
Thanks again, Natalia. Welcome back, everybody, for our final check-up weather. We had a low-pressure system that dragged two frontal boundaries across our area. Second front is now exiting. Weak high pressure is going to be in place for the balance of the week. That's going to keep our winds rather light. But we do have some high-level clouds moving out of the Gulf of Mexico. That's all courtesy of a developing low-pressure system that's expected to track towards the east. That's the system that will be affecting us by the latter part of the weekend and into early next week, bringing us increasing clouds with some showers, as well as some strong winds. So we're asking you to continue to monitor this system over the next 24 to 48 hours. The rest of the United States, two systems associated with that low-pressure system across the Gulf of Mexico. All of that will be sliding, so if you plan on doing any traveling to the eastern portions of the United States, you could expect some inclement weather by the weekend. Taking a look at our future forecast, quiet weather across us today through Friday. Just the high-level clouds moving across South Florida and the Northwest Bahamas, and eventually the Central and Southeast Bahamas by Friday, and then into Saturday. Those clouds will be moving out, but we do have that system that's in the Gulf of Mexico approaching our area. And of course, as I mentioned, we're looking for increasing showers as well as some cloudy conditions for that time frame. Boating for all areas tonight to tomorrow. Small craft use caution, all due to the swells. Your winds will be north to northeast at 10 knots. They will fall light and variable at times. Seas 2 to 3 feet, but building up to 7 feet in northeasterly swells. And those swells will be mainly along the Atlantic exposures. Tide is presently low, will be high at 31 minutes past midnight. Here's a look now at your national forecast. In your extended forecast, cloudy conditions on Friday. We have some slight improvements on Saturday, but by Sunday into early portions of next week, low pressure system will begin to affect us. So we're looking at cloudy conditions with increasing chance for some showers. That low will drag a front through, so we expect some rather nice conditions for the middle of next week. Temperatures will be in the low to mid 70s. That's a look at our weather. Make it a great night and stay safe, everybody.
All right, thanks, Greg. Well, what's a Valentine's Day without your favorite wines, rums, and spirits? Well, 700 Wines and Spirits has you covered. And according to the commercial manager, customers are moving away from the traditional wines this season. Bertha McDermott tells us more.
People are moving away from the traditional wine, but we do want to make sure that we have something for everyone, whether you're a wine drinker, a beer drinker, or a spirits drinker, or you're interested in things like our new Ricardo RTD. We have something for you as well.
If you're looking for a cool, refreshing drink to bring in the Valentine season, 700 Wines and Spirits commercial manager Jana Stubbs Ramming says they have a little something for everyone. Stubbs Ramming explains people aren't only buying drinks for their significant others.
This Valentine season is not just about lovers, and that's why we talk about galentines and palentines. We're noticing that people are looking to purchase things for their friends. People are looking to purchase things for coworkers and colleagues. And so we definitely have some offerings for ladies, for men. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be surrounded by romantic love, but we also have something for those persons as well who just want to get something nice for someone.
And while lovers are coming in for the perfect pairing to celebrate their special person, 700 Wines and Spirit is also preparing for Super Bowl Sunday. With the two major days back to back, she says they're stocking up.
So we're definitely absolutely ready for it. We are ready for the load that's going to happen this weekend. We know that it is important for people to enjoy responsibly. We want to make sure that this is your first stop onto your celebration destination.
Whether it's signature wines like Barefoot Moscato and Bread and Butter, your choice of beers like Calix and Guinness, or popular spirits like Stoli, Gordon's Gin, or Hennessy, you can find them all at our 48 stores across the Bahamas.
So we have obviously a his and hers package from Diageo with your Johnny Walker and your Baileys that you can get special pricing on. We also have something for those persons that are interested in wine lovers, and even in that wine category we have something for all price points as well as taste profiles. And of course, you know, we're 700 Wines and Spirits, so we're definitely doing heavy on the beers this year.
All right, sounds great. And with that, we thank you for joining us for our news tonight. On behalf of the entire team, I'm Natalia Hall. We'll see you tomorrow night. Have a great evening.